So in case of more than two, two choices that you need to find out what is my opportunity cost. So it is the next best alternative that you forgo. So if you choose A, so your opportunity cost will be B, right? Not B plus C, or not the B and C, not the C, it's B. If you have two choices, then of course your opportunity cost would be a B. Okay. And the sunk cost. So sunk cost, which means the cost that already sunk, drowned, which means we cannot recover that cost. So sunk cost that already been incurred and cannot be changed now or in the future. So these costs should be ignored when making decisions. So it means in all alternatives or in decision making, when you have more than one choices, these costs are common, or these costs cannot differ from one choice to another. So we have an example here, that is, suppose you had purchased gold for 400 an ounce, but now it is selling for 250 an ounce. So should you wait to gold reach to 400 an ounce before selling it, or you may say yes, even though the $400 purchase is a sunk cost? So it means you purchase the gold at 400 and now it is selling for 250. So the cost that you already paid is your sunk cost, right? Or in case of agent fees. Sorry guys, my writing is not very good with mouse. Agent fee. For example, you want to locate a property, two different properties, and you want to buy one property and you call your agents, show me 2 or 3 alternatives. So whether whether you buy property A or B or C, you still have to pay agent fees. Even if you don't buy, even then you have to pay the agent fees because he worked for you to locate the properties. So even though you forgo this decision to buy the property, or even though you purchase the property from that agent, the agent fee is sunk cost. Similarly, the research and development, or for example, exploration or oil drilling, whether you find oil, natural resources in this, in the field or not, you still have to pay some research and development fees, some drilling fees. So whether you find the oil or not, you have to pay, that is sunk cost, right? Everybody understand sunk cost?
Yes.
Like for example, I buy phone today and tomorrow I cannot get the same price that I bought it.
Yes. So that price you already paid is your sunk cost, right? But you cannot recover that price. Okay, now answer this question. Let me read that and then you give me the answer. So suppose you are trying to decide whether to drive or take the train to Portland to attend the concert. You have ample cash to do either, but you don't want to waste money needlessly. Is the cost of the train ticket relevant in the decision? In other words, should the cost of train tickets affect the decision of whether you drive or take the train to Portland? The key point is that you don't want to waste money needlessly. So what is the answer here? A or B?
I think it is A.
Everyone. Ayana.
Yeah, I think it's A as well.
Okay. Do we have a Lima here? No. Landry.
I think A.
Yes, it is A.
Mhm.
Right? Because you don't want to spend your money needlessly. So whatever is the cheapest one, you choose that one. So both decisions are relevant, whether you opt a car or to drive, whether you take the train. So both decisions, the cost of driving and the cost of train, are relevant to your decision to go to the concert.
Sir, is this example more relevant to differential cost or opportunity cost, the one before?
Right now, this is differential cost or relevant cost. Opportunity cost and sunk cost examples are, coming to the next slide, I think here, or maybe in the question when we do that, it will further clarify that.
Okay.
Again, the same question, you decide whether to drive or take to the Portland for concert. So, and the decision is that you don't want to waste money needlessly. So is the annual cost of licensing your car is relevant in the decision or not? Think about that. Yes, Minsu.
Not
I think it is B.
Why?
Because the annual cost of the car is going out no matter he decides to travel to Portland or not.
Well done. Well done. So this licensing cost, whether you take a train or not, you have to pay. Or whether even you don't want to go to concert, even then you have to pay. Right? So this is sunk cost, and sunk costs are not relevant in decision making. Right? So suppose that your car could be sold now for 5,000. Is that a sunk cost?
I think if it's used car, it's not sunk cost.
The question is
Hmm.
that car can be sold for 5,000. So this 5,000 is a sunk cost.
No,
It's not a sunk cost.
no.
Right? What is the definition for sunk cost? That it cannot be recovered, but you are recovering 5,000. Right? So 5,000 is not a sunk cost. Rest of the cost is sunk cost. So in case our the $400 gold, and now the value is 250. So 250 you are recovering is not a sunk cost. The lost one, 400 minus 250 equals to 150. So 150 is sunk cost, right? Which you cannot recover. So I'm making a group. So this is a group participation. What you have to do, you need to make this columns, and you need to find out which transaction or cost belongs to either variable cost, fixed cost, or both. For example, variable cost as well as the selling and administrative costs, or maybe one or two opportunity costs or manufacturing overhead costs. You need to segregate that. So this question basically is the crux of all our discussion regarding our previous lecture and our today's lecture. So I'm going to give you 20 minutes to do that. You read the question and you list down all